Hello, everyone. You are all welcome. I am Cigdem, Guven. I would like to say we are making management topics for our companies, and I do some conferences about business performance and leaders and management. I wrote a book called the Branch Manager's Handbook. I give talks again about this book and leadership side and management side. Today's topic is about asking powerful questions and leadership and how crucial it's that competence for nowadays leadership. I hope it helps you. It's possible for us to live in peace in this world by understanding each other, listening each other, and asking powerful questions and significant role in the business world and virtually every phase of society. And there are lots of ways that a leader can contribute to the success of the organization. And the one crucial competence is to ask powerful questions. This competence is not only for leaders, actually, it's for everyone who wants to live their life and organization and their team. And in this speech we'll talk about asking powerful questions both for organizations and leaders and deepening this competence. Leaders are responsible for, as we all know, guiding organizations, setting visions, making decisions, and solving problems, and motivating teams as well, and more. And this ability to ask powerful questions in leaders in carrying out these responsibilities more effectively, and acquiring knowledge and understanding. This is one of the results if the leader have this strong competence. Leaders need to have the right information and get right data to effective manage their organizations and business world. The most effective way to acquire this information surely is by asking, she can make it by asking the right questions, and leaders can gain more insight into the inner workings of an organization, market dynamics and customer needs by asking right questions. And communication is crucial. Of course, persuasion is crucial for leaders, and they must communicate their decisions and visions to their teams and persuade them in the process. So powerful questions enrich the communication process and contribute to team members' thought processes. So leaders can see all the employees' potential and the limits, so they can manage very effectively, and they can use the right communication style, and they can use the right persuasion way. Well-crafted questions can enhance both the leaders and the team's understanding. And every organization encounters problems, and leaders are responsible for solving them. And this is a big responsibility for leaders, as we all know. So powerful questions can help leaders better understand the causes of the problem. Deepening, he can make the deepening, deep listening, and he can understand the root causes and expedite the process of finding creative solutions. And they can make brainstorming in this process as well. And leaders can encourage their teams to think critically through questions. And the other topic is motivation, and how to motivate people as a manager, as a leader. So all we know, leaders are responsible for their motivation, employees' motivation, and employees' motivation, and the motivation for themselves. So they motivate their teams and effectively managing individuals, and questions can help in this way. Questions can contribute to employees' thought processes and enhance their motivation. And listening to employees, but deep listening, I mean, real listening to employees' opinions makes them feel valued and increases their commitment, their contribution, and their creativity and their problem-solving competence. A leader's ability to ask powerful questions is a skill that can be developed. So active listening and using all open-ended questions and asking problem-centric questions and developing question skills, understanding people. These are all important topics for asking question, which is main topic of this speech. Asking powerful questions requires deep listening, active listening. It's listening, if you do as a leader, passive listening, it's not a deep listening, it's not a real listening. So leaders must listen attentively to understand the other person and their responses, and to understand the potential of the other people. Active listening forms the foundation of asking the right questions. Open-ended questions provide an opportunity for the other person to think on their responses, and leaders can guide their teams' thought processes by using open-ended questions. So the team they can use their problem-solving competence, and they can create a strategy, and they can be more innovative. Leaders should ask that focus on addressing organizational problems. Such questions help in understanding the reason behind problems and identifying potential solutions again. For example, a question like, why is this issue recurring and how can we solve it? So what is the alternative you can think of? What is the next step and what will be your action plan, and what stops you, and how can you make a decision in this, or what's your decision? So it's open-ended questions. These kind of questions prompt the organization to address root issues. And employees can use their potential, and they can search the solution, and they can be more creative. Effective leaders must continuously improve their communication skills. Communication skills are a crucial aspect of the process of asking powerful questions, and leaders should strive to enhance their oral and written communication as well as their non-verbal communication skills. So be careful. I mean, for the leaders, they should be careful on these communication skills, and they should develop their communication skills. Leaders must strive to understand their team members better, and understanding emotional intelligence and behavior patterns, and can help leaders ask more effective questions. And as leaders comprehend the strengths and weaknesses and motivation factors of team members, they become more effective leaders depending on the person. I mean, the leader can use the method, can use the style, can create a style depending on the person. So this is crucial as well. Leaders may benefit from seeking feedback to evaluate the impact of their questions. Feedback can help leaders refine their questions and use them more effectively. So, as we all know, feedback is important, and practice, practice is important as well. The ability to ask powerful questions is a skill that benefits from practice. Leaders should regularly ask questions and engage in practical exercises to develop and refine their questioning skills. So, for example, as a leader, you can write a note at the end of the day, what kind of questions you ask and what feedback did you give. And so you can, as a leader, you can be aware of your skills every day, and you can follow your development in this topic. And leaders' ability to ask powerful questions not only benefits leaders personally, but also has significant effects on organizations. So we all know good organizations will try to benefit from these leaders, and of course will get in touch to these leaders to work with them. Innovation and creativity, as I told, is important. And leaders can encourage new ideas by asking creative and thought-provoking questions. This contributes to the continuous improvement of organizations. So challenging, provoking questions are valuable as well. Effective questioning by leaders facilitates the faster and more effective resolution of organizational problems, and it also enhances organizational efficiency and the effective allocation of resources. Powerful questions improve internal communication within organizations and promote collaboration. Collaboration, as we all know, today's business world, we are all seeking for collaboration, even in competition environment. Leaders can create better understanding among team members through their questions, ultimately leading to improved teamwork. And questions help employees define their career goals and develop personal growth plans. This aids in talent retention and skill development within the organization. In this section, developing a leader's ability to ask powerful questions side, we have to understand learning questioning techniques, becoming a good listener, planning questions, and seeking feedback. Leaders can improve their questioning skills by learning different questioning techniques. For example, they can learn to use open-ended questions, closed questions, creative questions, and techniques like the 5 whys to diversify their approach. Please use short, open-ended sentences, questions, and that makes the question more powerful. And you can use open-ending, strong, short, and simple. If it's simple, it includes power. And as a leader, you have to be a good listener. So be careful how many types of listening in communication skills. So where you are in, how many levels when you want, you can use this kind, use. So be aware of your listening skill. If it's not enough to be a good, if you are not a good listener as leader, we all have to develop our listening skill. If we make it, that helps in asking questions, in asking better questions, stronger questions. Planning helps. I mean, planning helps leader ask more focused and effective questions. So be careful with the planning. Leaders can ask for feedback on how to improve their questions and assist leaders in refining their questions and using them more effectively. So be a good listener, concentrate to the other person, if employee or not, I mean the other person. So try to understand what they say in verbal and non-verbal, and try to use third level deep listening competence. If you are not in that level, please be sure how can you develop. For example, I can give you some tips. You can do some practice with your partner, with your friend, and ask the feedback. And try to improve your intuition, so you can all understand 360. I mean, person. You can improve your listening skills. And leadership education training programs offer these programs like listening, communication skill, persuasion skills, asking powerful questions. And for these courses, I do as well. You can make your this competence stronger and practicing, and so you can get, receive some feedback from the moderator or trainer, so you can see, observe your competence, and you can get feedback, and then you get high awareness of your skill. So it will help, of course. Leaders can learn from experienced role models in leadership. So when in your business life, please be careful about your role model leaders, and you can follow how they use these competencies, how they use asking open-ended, how they use open-ended questions. You can follow, and you can, while following, you can practice, and then you can have this as a behavior. You can have strong awareness, high awareness, and you can have strong asking questions, competence, and listening and giving feedback. So these are all practices in business life. We have role models. You can observe all the other leaders, if they use this skill or not. If they use it effectively, please follow them, so you can understand by following. You can learn by following, observing, and then practicing. As I told before, every day you can write a note for yourself that where you are, and your listening is good or not, and which level listening you are using in your communication. What is your how is your persuasion skill, and how many times did you use persuasion skills in that day? So you can write it. You can be more aware of this topic. You can remind you that every day you do some practices. You use these asking questions, empathy, persuasion, management style, whatever you want to develop in you. Please write the note every day. At the end of the day, what did you do for this topic, for yourself, to your notebook. So you can follow, you can be more aware, and you can understand the reality in you, and then you can improve. I think we all are learning like that. I mean, observing and reading and listening, and then writing note, and dailies traffic. Be aware of dailies traffic. In quiet place, you write a note or think about how did you do, what did you do, and so you can think about these topics if you want to develop these topics. So it helps. All these tips helps. So leadership skills, of course, we have to continuously improve, because the world is changing. Every condition is changing. So we have to change, and we have to understand the new conditions, new environment, and then we have to adapt all the new conditions. But these basic communication skills helps to change as well. So it's important if you can make it by yourself, or you can receive some help from professional people. And it's possible for us to live in peace in the world, in today's world, by understanding each other, by real listening to each other, asking powerful questions, and empathizing and sharing. Thanks for participation. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Goodbye.